I steal life threads for a living. My latest victim's thread is the longest I've ever seen. I've been able to see life threads since I was a little kid. I always saw them as stardust, long, entangled threads trailing after strangers on the street. My job was to steal life threads for wealthy clients. Harvey, a recent NYU graduate, had a life thread so long, I was tripping over it, struggling to stay cloak and dagger. Admittedly, Harvey's thread was beautiful, a trail of stars tangled around his spine, separate threads branching out behind him. He was in high demand. "You're following me." Twisting around, the man himself was standing behind me, smirking. Harvey had dark tousled hair, like he hadn't slept in weeks, amused eyes drinking me in. But his life thread illuminated all of him, setting his veins alight. I could see every individual strand entangled around his heart, threaded through his brain, a burning orange light sparking in his iris. I found my voice, my gaze glued to stray pieces of thread wrapped around his ankles. I had a moment of weakness that I was trained to suppress. "Your backpack is open," I nodded to his spilling books. "Wait, really?" He rolled his eyes. "Sorry, my head was in the clouds." The guy was grinning, his life thread glowing brighter. I pitied his naivety. "Can you, check I haven't lost anything?" He hopped into the alley, and I followed him. Harvey crouched to pet a stray cat. I saw my chance. Pulling my gun from my jeans, I stuck it in the back of his head. Life thread is alive. It's the beating heart to the human body, so I had to treat it gently. "Knees!" I shoved him down, and he flung his hands in the air. "Are you fucking serious?" he hissed. "Just take my MacBook, dude." The hard part was removal. I told him to lay on his front and straddled him, pulling out my scalpel. A single incision to the nape of the neck, and there it was, spider-like tendrils already bleeding from the entrance point. All I had to do was pull, and Harvey was gone. "I'm sorry," I whispered, ignoring his cry, his body contorting when I tangled my fingers around the thread. Pull. It came out like a loose strand of clothing, coming apart, unraveling, and I watched that glow start to darken, to go out. It wasn't until I had a handful when I realized its color. In the veins, it looked like stardust. But this, whatever this was rotting, dark, and wrong, threads tangled and tied together. I could hear soft individual screams, cries for death hanging onto each one. Suddenly, I was being slammed against the wall, cool breath ticking my cheeks. Sharp points grazed my neck, his tongue teasing my throat. His laugh was hysterical, his life thread already mending itself, igniting in his eyes. "Oh," I thought, when his teeth penetrated, and my own life thread dripped down my skin and dissolved. So that's why his thread was so long.